Hey everyone, I'm Amanda from Mandy Lynn Plans. Welcome back for another plan with me. This is a little bit of a bittersweet plan with me, actually. It is the very last week in my Hobonichi cousin avec. If you are unfamiliar, I do plan in the avec, so that just means that I have half of the year at a time. So since this is the last week in June, it is the last week because the new planner starts in July. So the kit that I'm using this week is called Gold Laced Floral, and I am really excited to use this. I haven't used it yet. I released it for the June month, so I'm really excited to go ahead and use this with you. I will be using the full kit, all 3 pages, and then this is just the little freebie that comes with it. And then I also like to use the water trackers that you can add on as well. So as always, I have done some pre-planning, but let's flip back so that you can see how this week is turning out so far. This was with mint chocolate chip labels and water trackers and just some various washi. This is Erin Condren washi, and this is from Recollections. I really like the way that this spread is turning out so far, and I can't wait to finish it. So while I have this out, I did pick I couldn't choose between, I couldn't decide, so I have 4 actually that I want you to help me with. So the first one, this is called Gold Laced Florals, but none of the accent colors that I chose were actually gold. So I thought it might be fun to throw in some gold. And then I have Tropical Green, Sapphire, and then this pink from Pilot Iroshizuku that's called Momiji, I think. I always butcher the names, so if I'm saying that wrong, please forgive me, but these are the colors that I have selected for you. Please go ahead and pick one and put it down in the comments to help me decide which fountain pen ink to put in my Pilot Vanishing Point this week. All right, so the last week of June is kind of insane to me to be even thinking about, because that means that baby is right around the corner. I am due July 23rd, so less than a month away from this date. And man, I just can't even. If you have had more than one kiddo, then you might be able to relate to this. And I put that lower than I normally do. I put it at the 5:30 instead of the 5, but I'm just gonna leave it. You might be able to relate. My first child, it was actually the 3rd time that I was pregnant. We lost a couple, but the first child, I mean, I was on the ball, you know, doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, you know, checking into my app all the time to figure out how big the baby was and, you know, what things development wise was going on and all the things, you know, first time mom, all of the things. This one, I feel kind of bad because I haven't been that way, like, at all. I forget what week I am. I don't even remember that I have a huge belly, and I run into my husband all the time. Like, it's just, I don't know. It is very, very, very different this time. It's not that I love this child any less. I think part of it is just that I have a toddler now, and life is just kind of crazy. So she actually just turned 20 months, so they will be 21 months apart approximately. I mean, I don't know exactly. Her birthday's the 20th, and so I'm due the 23rd, and so they will be just about 21 months apart, unless I go really early or really late, which I don't really want to do either of those, but it definitely could happen. I would prefer it to be late, if anything, and that might sound weird, but my husband and I are directors at a summer camp, and the thought of having to leave camp because we have to go to the hospital is kind of scary for me to think about. And so I would just rather be able to stay and not have to go to the hospital until we're already home. I think the main thing that stresses me out about that is that just like what we do with our daughter. Like if it's in the middle of the night, which it probably will be, because those things usually are, like who do we leave her with? My mom actually cooks, so she will be there first week, but the odds of it happening during camp will probably be more likely to be second week, not first week. And so I just don't even know. Do not know. The Lord knows, and it will all work out, but I think that's part of the reason why I'm so like not prepared, is because I don't even want to think about all the things that could go wrong or any of that. So anyway, baby will come and it will just be fine. So you may have also noticed, if you watch my videos, this is still not my wedding ring. I was supposed to have my wedding ring by now. I had to get it cut off because my fingers were so swollen with the heat and just extra fluid with being pregnant. And so they promised that it would be done, let's see, Tuesday. I'm filming this on Thursday. Still don't have it. My husband actually has it. He texted over his lunch break and said that he was able to go and get it. I went yesterday with my daughter, which was a day after they said that it would be done and ready. The promise date is what they say. And it wasn't ready yet, so I was a little bit annoyed. But it happens. So anyway, I am really excited to have my ring back. I have actually been surprisingly pretty pleased with this. It's just a super cheap one from Claire's. It hasn't turned my finger green at all, but it is starting to like show signs of wear and tear just after a couple weeks. But if you ever in a pinch need to go get a replacement ring, I mean, it was like $13. It doesn't look like a $13 ring to me. Like it looks at least like a, you know, a good looking ring. Yes, if you look too closely, I have already lost one of the diamonds, or not diamonds, whatever they're called. And I apologize if you can hear, my neighbor is mowing, so sorry about that. All right, throw the weekend down here, and I think, well, I don't know what colors these are gonna be. I will wait. All right, so on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and put in water trackers. So I'll do that at 7 since I did my washi a little bit lower. So this upcoming weekend, actually while you are watching, odds are I will be either shortly on my way or already on my way to Kansas City to celebrate kind of a combination of Mother's Day and my mom's birthday. So it is my mom's birthday as I am filming this, and we are leaving to go to Kansas City. She's a big Kansas City Royals fan, so we're gonna go to a game, and there's gonna be fireworks and all the things. I think I've been to a Royals game, maybe. I can't remember, to be honest. I will remember when we get to the stadium, to Kauffman Stadium. I will remember then if I have been to a game or not. And if you can hear my daughter, she thinks that squealing and playing in her crib is more fun than taking a nap. So hopefully she falls asleep soon, because I think she's getting a tooth, and so she's been a little cranky. So sleeping would be good for her, for sure. I realized I didn't ever finish my sidebar over here. So let me go ahead and throw my ombre box, this fun pink ombre box. Let me lift that up. I also did want to mention that if you are watching this shortly after it's released, my shop is having a kind of celebrating summer, first day of summer sale going on right now. So I'm doing a 20% off sale with the code SUMMER20. So I will put a link and the code in the description for you so that you don't have to remember. Kind of a combination of yay, it's summer and shop closing soon. I just wanted to give you guys a sale. So I'm going to use this instead of for meals. I'm actually going to use this space for goals. So kind of a daily top of the priority list, things that I absolutely need to get done every single day of the week. And then I need to go in here with my little to-do list headers. So I like to track things that I need to get done every single week. I like to have a spot for meals. I found that meal planning I'm struggling with, but I especially struggle with, okay, writing out a whole week's worth of meal plans all at once. Because what if today Taco Tuesday sounds great, but then Tuesday rolls around and tacos don't sound very good anymore? You know, type thing. So I just like to kind of throw a couple of meal ideas down. Sometimes I don't get to any of them. Like this past week, I've only made one of the things so far. Ironically, it was tacos. We had those last night. Actually, my daughter and my husband had them. I was not in the mood for them as I was cooking them. I'm finding that I still have some pregnancy, like first trimester weird food things going on. So as I was cooking it, I decided that I could not eat it. So I had something else, but my family had tacos. All right, so then, since all of that is done, we can go ahead and focus on the bulk of the plans for the week. So Tuesday is trash day, as always. So I will put that there. And then let me grab a little dot. So that is a blue dot. I have been really enjoying keeping each day color specific lately, and I will probably get sick of that eventually. However, I have not yet, so I am still very much enjoying it. And we have library. Oh, since I moved everything down, see library. Oh no, it's at 10:30 that day. Never mind. Thursday it's at 9:30. Crisis averted. Tuesday it is 10:30. And then we have the heating and air people coming sometime between 1 and 5, which is annoying that they don't have, you know, like a bigger, what's the word? They're not more specific than that. But you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So I'm just gonna use this big sticker here, and it happens to perfectly cover 4 hours, so that's great. I understand that they can't give you a super clear time frame, but it would definitely be helpful if they were able to narrow it down just a little bit more. Now that's not, my daughter's napping most of the time anyway, and so it's not a huge deal. So anyway, do not need green, I need pink. Pink, pink, pink. All right, so this is for my daughter's normal library time. So this is kids her age, and this is open to pretty much kids of all ages. And then Friday, we will have new releases. This will be September releases. And this is the very last new release before we close shop on July 3rd. So our last day open for orders is July 2nd. So make sure that you get in your orders this weekend or the beginning of July, because we will be closed basically the rest of July is my guess. So we're going to summer camp for a couple of weeks, and then I'm due that very next week, and I do not foresee us opening until August sometime. So if you're wanting to order, make sure you do so sometime before the beginning of July. The last day that we are open, like I said, is July 2nd, so you can still place orders on the 2nd. And I will close up shop on the 3rd. We will open up as soon as we can. I do not know yet when that is, and so I'm not going to give you a date on that. I don't want to be rushed into coming back, but I do want to come back as early as I can. I will say that new releases will be not as consistent, and also probably smaller releases too. We will still do like big monthly releases, like this is September, so the very next release that we'll have is October. But then the releases that are in between, if you're familiar with my shop schedule, I have new releases right now every 2 weeks, and every other release is a month release, and the ones in between, like this last one, I released these labels and this color scheme and ombre boxes and scripts and that type of thing. The in-between releases, I can already tell you, will be much toned down than normal because I will have a newborn and life is going to be crazy. I do not exactly know what to expect, so I am just going to expect the worst, and then if it's not the worst, then that's a plus. So I just grabbed an extra appointment sticker that I had from a previous week where I did not have an appointment, and then I think I am ready to go in with my pen. So this, it's like a mad science workshop. So I have no idea what that will be. This is our heating and air coming sometime. This is the normal lap sit time. And then this is my OB appointment. And then this is the first of my weekly appointments. So then every single week after this, I will have an OB appointment. So then I think the very last thing that I have, I usually forget, is my little pregnancy week stickers. So I will be 36 weeks. I'm gonna use this yellow one. These are from Planner Kate. And let's see, do I want to do any of these like doctor appointment? I don't think I need it. I think that if I wanted to use it, I should have done it before. So that is my spread for you. Don't forget to vote for the fountain pen color that you want to see me use. So here is gold, tropical green, momiji, and sapphire. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.